British Invasion. It's the very first part of the Beatles phase, so it's like
Jerry and the Pacemakers.
what? Jerry and the Pacemakers, right? No, but I'm saying the British Invasion, spearheaded by the Beatles. We got all these. I don't know if you're familiar with them. I mean, like Herman's Hermits, Dave Clark Five. Who made it here? Because there were other groups that didn't quite make it here.
The Rolling Stones.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's true.
Let's see,
They did all right.
The Seekers
Yes, I like the Seekers. They did Love Potion #9, right?
and Needles and Pins.
I sort of almost know that. And they had one other hit too that I really like.
Begins, those needles and pins.
I don't know it. I know I've heard the title.
Let's see. I saw her today. It was the face I knew, and I had to go away and get down on my knees and pray that they go away, and then it begins. Those needles and pins. Oh, this has to be an A or an D because it has.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it begins. Those needles and pins. Because of all my something. And something, something, something. Oh, I thought I was smart. Now I was. Oh, this is. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Yardbirds.
Yeah, the Yardbirds.
Yardbirds.
Yeah.
For Your Love.
How about Freddie and the Dreamers?
Oh yeah.
Who could forget them?
What was their hit? Telling you why. Is that theirs?
That was Jerry and the Pacemakers.
Also Jerry?
I'm
Telling you
now. I said what I said before. Here's another one by the Pacemakers. I like it, I like it. I like the funny feeling being here with you. And I like it more with every day.
Good stuff.
You know, those groups were like coming in the wake of the Beatles, and a lot of them had the sound. They had the look of the Beatles in their first phase. You know, they wore suits.
Yeah, right.
They tended to be more clean cut. They didn't, you know, but they had the matching suits a lot of times. Jerry and the Pacemakers had a very Beatles type of suit.
Yeah, I think they may have been on the scene, you know, before the Beatles got big.
Oh right, I mean in England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've seen, concert posters that have them higher than the Beatles.
Right.
You know?
Oh, wow.
Right. That didn't last long.
Yeah.
Ringo was in a group that I don't think made it here, but Rory Storm
And the Hurricanes.
and the Hurricanes. And I don't know if they had a hit here or not.
I don't think so.
No.
I think they had
I think
the
they stayed in
summer
here.
gig at Butlin's.
Say again?
At Butlin's summer camp. They had like 6 weeks every year at Butlin's summer camp. and when the Beatles asked Ringo to come in,
Right.
he had to give notice.
Right.
His notice was shorter than Rory wanted.
Right. I think he just made the switch pretty much right away.
Yeah, the Beatles were doing pretty well. They were making the first record. Well, the first one.
Did
for
he not
Parliament.
join until they actually had their first record contract?
Well, they had done the demo for Love Me Do.
Right.
And Martin said,
Yeah.
need a different drummer.
Oh, that's
Really?
right. It was sort of his idea.
Well, actually,
They didn't like him either.
I
They didn't like.
was the engineer on the session.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because on the very first session, Martin was not on the floor, but the engineer
Right.
was, and he didn't like Pete Best.
Right.
And actually, Martin didn't like Ringo either, and so they.
That's
so
right.
they
The
did it
first
with
few
Andy
recordings. That's right.
White. And they recorded it with Ringo too, and both of them have been released at different times
Right.
on different albums and.
I didn't know the name of the, but I know they had a studio guy sub for Ringo.
So,
Right. Who was the studio guy?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
his name
I've heard-
was White was his last name.
I've
Andy
heard.
White. Yeah.
I've heard a little bit of Pete Best with the Beatles, and he is a dreadful drummer. Yes, he really is.
Well, I always heard he was solid. You know, he was like four on the floor. You know.
I don't recall that with what I heard. It didn't gel with him. Yeah, Ringo is a really weird guy because he sounds almost too simple sometimes. But in retrospect, when you listen to it all, you know, even non-musicians a lot of times can hum his part. You know, like I'm thinking of like.
Ringo was one of the more. He was one of the ones who was kind of working more in music than the other ones, right? I mean, wasn't he more of a professional musician?
Yes, he was already making a living. Rory Storm, the group he came from, was an established and successful group.
Yeah.
I think they were a recording group already in Europe.
So guys, I didn't get to play that Zing with the strings of my heart. Can I get a shot at that one? You guys want to try it?
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. What, do we play it in E flat?
Yeah. Or A flat if you wanted to try it in a different key.
Don't care.
Well, we can play the, if we play it in
That's cool. You can transpose
in E
stuff.
flat, we play.
Yeah, you want to do that? Play it in A flat.
That's in E flat.
Okay.
You see, in A flat, that part,
Wouldn't quite.
Well,
Would be in D flat.
you could play it here.
Yeah.
It doesn't lay quite as nice.
Seems like E flat's working better, huh?
Or, yeah, I think. Yeah.
Shoot. Screw up the bridge. That's the good part.
Take it away, Russ. You got two Russes.
Yeah. I usually rustle around here.
fun to play guitars where the competition is to be quieter than the other person.
I know, yeah, right. That's never
It's not a normal situation.
Yeah.
What? Oh, to be quiet?
Yeah, to be quieter than the other
Yeah,
person.
right. Gotta underplay you.
Yeah. Well, that's
It's good.
yeah.
It's good. Yeah, it's a good habit.
But just remember, I can turn up to
I
10.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just remember that's everything you need for a stadium right there. You're stadium ready right there with that thing. Seriously.
Put a mic in front of it. I saw Clapton at the auditorium or whatever, whatever Moda is now, and he was playing like just a vintage Fender, you know, like no bigger than this, and just miking that, you know,
Yeah.
as opposed to, you know, Cream where it would be four stacks.
Yeah.
Well, I heard Blind Faith at the Memorial Coliseum in
Blind Faith?
1969. And
Oh.
Clapton was there, and yeah, he had a nice Marshall, you know. Stack.
Right,
But
yeah.
I don't think there were any mics on it.
Right. I saw the Jeff Beck group, the first one with the Truth album, and because they had double and triple bills at the old Fillmore East. So while one band was playing, the next band was set up behind the curtains, right? And they do this curtains. They didn't really have PAs developed in those days. That's why those big amps. Also,
Yeah.
those big amps, they didn't have, you know, the preamp thing. So the only way they could overdrive them was to
Turn 'em up.
turn them up,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So Jeff Beck goes, I think the first band, it was like, I know I saw Albert King that night. This is the kind of
wow.
triple bills you could get for $5 or $6, you know.
Where was this?
Fillmore East.
Oh wow.
And I think the third guy who could not play at all that night was Tim Buckley as a solo. He had a 12-string acoustic and he just could not keep it together.
Huh.
I mean, I think he was tripping. But anyway, the you know, the curtains part. Ron Wood, the bass player, he has 2 Marshall stacks for the bass. They you know, it was almost like they were using also amps to amplify the voice rather than PA systems. It just was a very undeveloped thing at that point, you know, how to do all that.
I talked to a guy who played guitar with Steppenwolf, but not in the first Steppenwolf.
Right.
He was in the group like in the early 70s,
Right.
where they had a couple groups with using that name.
Right.
But he was a pretty good guitar player,
Right.
and he said in those days, guys would have a Marshall stack, but they'd only have one of the speakers plugged
Oh, just for visual?
in. Yeah,
Right.
because it was too much, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Kiss used to play for years with no speakers in the stacks.
Refrigerator boxes.
Yeah,
This is the truth.
Yeah, the Kiss played for years with just empty speaker cabinets that they would bring just for the show. You know what I mean? Went right along with the blood.
They
and
made
the makeup.
phony amplifier
Yeah,
speakers
stage
out of
Yeah.
literally refrigerator boxes. Well, they're about the right height.
Yeah.
They're about the right height.
Yeah, there's a famous picture of them with you know, you could see these amps
Yeah.
like with the, you know, with kind of scaffolding to hold these
Right.
boxes up, you know, that looked huge. You could see right through them, and then underneath the stage, there's like an amp about this big with a mic in front of it. You know what I mean? And that's what they were, you know, what was really going on.
Right.
Man.
I saw Motley Crue open for the Stones, and you know the guitar player in that band has a bone disease. His bones are literally fusing or something like that. I think he can't play anymore. I don't think he could play even then, because they had a wall of amps, and I couldn't hear him when he played a solo.
Really?
I'm totally serious.
Huh.
In fact, I was suspecting that they were using tapes. That
Uh-huh.
they were playing to tapes.
I've heard
at
that
points.
that rumor of Motley Crue.
Yeah.
I've definitely heard like one time when like I saw like the drummer was running up to the drum set, and then you heard like tss, 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 as the song starts.
Right.
And he like sits down, like it's like tss, 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 tss. God. wait a minute. Before he even sat down, that
Right.
count-in started all by itself.
Right.
It might have been, you know, other tracks that they had. They might be playing with tracks or something too. It's quite possible.
Right.
But I've also seen footage of them where the bass player like reached up and scratched. It's like doom 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 doom
Right.
doom 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 doom.
Right.
Just it was
And
like, okay.
Ashley Simpson, what's her big sister?
I don't know.
Britney Spears. Britney Spears' younger sister had a career for about 3 seconds, and her tapes went kaplooey on Saturday Night Live.
Oh wow, yeah.
And then, you know, the secret's out. So.
Yeah. And she kind of skipped off stage. I remember that. You guys, you got one you want to lead the melody on, Russ?
Oh man, I can do Afternoon in Paris.
Sure.
Do you know that one?
I don't think so, but play it.
Or Groovin' High. I think I know more bebop stuff
Mhm.
than the
How
other
does
stand.
Afternoon in Paris go?
Well,
You want to look at it?
Kind of a How High the Moon thing?
Seems like
In
C?
C?
checklist thing at a rehearsal. We did that tune. I don't know if you remember, and it was fun.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I like that walk down the major 7 chords. Kind of reminds me of the bridge for
Oh, Cherokee.
yeah. Here's the top.
What's the first chord on the bridge?
I can tell you the first chord. How about I'll tell you the
D
third
flat
chord.
minor.
Like the B, A, G, F. That's essentially what happens there. So it goes C sharp minor.
Okay, that's what I know
it's a D.
it's a descending thing of 2 5s.
Exactly, yeah. And then it goes.
But what's the first 2 5s?
The first 2 5s is in B.
It's a D flat minor.
C sharp minor.
D
flat minor.
Yeah. With the ninth on the top is the melody.
Right now that chord goes minor. Yeah. Now it goes minor.
Yeah, it's like.
Oh, it just does raises the 5 to get back.
Yeah. All right.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's see.
Hey, check out these guys going on here. That's nice.
I learned that from a Chet Atkins record. I was trying to figure it out, and I realized I had a record where he played it. Of course, he played it nice and clean, easy to hear all the chords, you know, because he was. He did it that way.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That's a neat song. There was a follow-up song that Charlie Barnett, I think, had the hit with that.
Right.
And the follow-up was called Skyliner, and it had the same chords.
Right.
Oh, was it?
But
They were
different melodies.
Was it a
repurposed.
cool melody?
Yeah.
Skyliner. Oh, I've
Yeah.
never heard that. It's a good concept, man. Changing the melody, not the chords.
Have you guys ever played, let's see. That's called You Leave Me Breathless.
I only know the title.
And it's the same chords as who was that guy from Seattle? Quincy Jones.
Oh. Okay, I don't have that.
I don't know either.
That's called Swedish Sweets or something.
No.
Do you want to try that 4 or 5 times?
Huh?
Do you want to try that 4 or 5 times again?
Did
Do
you
you have
do-
do you have
Not
the
really.
okay okay.
That's a dumb song.
Do you have the verse on that? Do you actually play the verse on that?
I don't know. I don't think so. No.
Yeah, that one part is just all that one those same 3 chords over and over again, basically.
Yeah, it's just a rhythm tune.
You want to do Seed My Dreams?
Sure. What key would you like to render that in?
In C, I think.
Okay.
Just because I see it, sing in that key. So I've noticed that the chords on this Russ are unnecessarily difficult. Basically, what it should be on that last C section there is just E minor for one bar, A7 for one bar.
I have it in the key of F, is that right, first of all?
Oh yeah, let's do it in C. The first chord should be F.
Okay, okay, yes, the first chord is F.
Yeah, and then on the C section there it says E minor A7, E minor A7, but instead just play E minor for a bar, A7 for a bar.
Okay, that first part of the third.
Oh yeah, yours is written right.
Oh, it is, okay.
Yeah,
But that's an E7, not an E minor 7.
E minor 7.
E minor 7?
This was-
Okay,
yeah.
that does need to be changed.
Oh, yours is a diminished or something, right?
There's a diminished at the beginning of the line, but
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the chord.
right, but
Here
this,
you mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So how about I'll play it in, you play it out. Like that.
Sure.
So it's the I play it pretty slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's great. So how would you approach the chord melody on something like that? Like, I know, like a lot of times what I'll try and do is get all the chords notes I can get out of one chord. But it looks like you'll kind of change chords every bar. Wait.
Let's see.
That's a cool chord.
F minor 6.
Were you just doing this, and then you can put the G on top and put the 9 on top.
Oh, that's cool. Did you work this out ahead, like before, or are you able to just like make this do that like on the spot?
Well, I
like
played that song a lot.
I'm sure you have, but I mean, like, did you have to like work a chord melody out, or can you just sort of?
Well, sometimes I can just find it. This is a real handy chord, like for a D7. This is 3 quick.
Were you putting the tritone on the bottom there?
Yeah. If it's nice if you want to play the A note.
Right.
Yeah.
You know. Especially.
Yeah.
Take away, check.
Yeah.
I was on hold for Delta Airlines for about 45 minutes last
You were on a what?
Oh,
hold
man.
on the telephone
Oh,
for,
right,
for
yeah.
Delta Airlines, and I learned their jingle.
Yeah.
It's kind of jazzy.
I've heard it. I've been on the same hole.
And it just does that on
It just loops.
And then this part's oh, I didn't do that right. Yeah, that. Anyway, it has a nice. So you've heard that too?
Oh, yeah.
Almost sounds like a slowed down Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers.
Yeah.
And when they've played it 200 times, please hold.
Yeah.
Your on-call is important to us.
Right. Not as important as it is to you, though.
Well, it was worth it. They gave me a bunch of money back.
Oh, good deal.
Well, I had to stay on hold for 45 minutes before I got the talk.
I've never been rewarded for being put on hold.
Almost
Oh.
never, huh?
Well, this was a reward because they see we had a long flight and we paid a little bit more to get the seats that have an inch and a half of extra space.
Right.
You know, and they changed. And they had overbooked and they put us on a different flight. We got home, but we didn't have the extra.
Right.
We didn't have, it was like a
So they
15-hour
owe you.
flight, you know,
Right.
and then because they changed the flight, they missed a connecting flight in
Right.
Seattle. We had to wait for 5 hours in Seattle to go.
Oh boy.
So I think they gave us $700.
That's nice.
When I first
You,
moved here, yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry. Do you have any other tunes that's been bumping around?
Oh, well. Let's see, I was playing a couple tunes in E flat. The Mills Brothers song "Till Then."
Till then, yeah.
Mhm.
Till then.
I don't have that.
Yeah, I don't have it there either. Yeah.
The A part is just a 1, 6, 2, 5 for the first string,
Right.
and then second string. Let's see, the first string. To G7, to A flat. That's that F7 chord with the 7th and bass.
Oh, that's cool. What was it again? It was Can you say the words again? It was.
It's going from F7 to B flat 7 to E flat.
Maybe F7 way up there, huh?
Just play a couple notes. See, it's like E flat, A, and C.
Oh, okay.
And then
Oh,
or
yeah.
A good break. This is an E flat major chord with 3 notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Simple. Yeah.
what was the second chord?
Or you could, depending on.
Yeah, that's nice.
And the bridge
Yeah.
is also 1-6-2-5, except it goes to
The minor.
G minor. See, so it's. Then here it changes. on its way from. It's on its way from. It's on its way from G minor to D7 by way of E flat.
Okay.
9. So it's G minor to E minor 7 flat 5. D7. So G minor to C, F minor to B 7. But anyway, that's a song I like. I like the Mills Brothers.
Yeah, can you show us what the bridge is again? It's,
Then the melody, so it's a G minor. C. Then. So this is like an E minor 7, and the melody is C. So I just kind of push my finger, and that's kind of it's kind of leading up to a D.
yeah.
It's like an A minor. It's like an A minor 6.
Okay.
Like you're saying.
You want to try
A
it?
minor 6.
You want to try it?
Sure.
So we just.
Then.
I've got minimal grasp of this tune right now.
Yeah.
So.
I mean,
It's kind of complicated.
I think I got an idea. It's
But
just,
if you guys both know it, I'll just drop out where I'm at C.
yeah.
So in the bridge, like it has 2 parts in the first part.
What's that first chord though?
G minor 7. And A minor 6. That's like A minor, the melody. Then D7. Then G minor 2. Which I do is like, I just think of it as like a G minor, an E flat 7. There's then the same thing again. Then G minor to C7, then F minor to B flat.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You want to try it?
Sure. 1, 2, 3. I got it.
Alright.
I gotta think of it. Okay. Till then. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. You just wanted to end it? That's alright. Yeah, that's cool. So what, you said there's a G minor in the first part too, right? So it goes like 1, 6, 2, 5.
Then G7 to
G7
back will be.
to A flat to A minor.
Yeah, with a. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's nice. Good stuff, gentlemen.
Yeah, that's interesting. But I'm kind of a